Good morning again, folks. Welcome to another episode of Spill AT. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels. We are going back to that horrible world known as the JRC, but before we do, the usual disclaimers. If you are unfamiliar with the Stop the Shock campaign or the campaign against the troubled teen industry, you're going to find all the pertinent links right there in the description box. Please, in particular, take note of the article written by NeuroClastic, a small non for profit starting by autistics for autistics. In it, they interviewed over 900 ABA professionals in regards to the JRC's so called behavior modification program. The Judge Rotenberg Educational Center doesn't want you to read that article so much. They threatened NeuroClastic with a defamation lawsuit if they did not remove it from the website. NeuroClastic has refused. You know the drill. Please read the article. Share it on all your social media. Also included in there is NeuroClastic's public statement in regards to the defamation lawsuit threats, as well as a link to their GoFundMe. We are crowdfunding just in case the JRC actually sees through with their threat. Trigger warning 1. When we discuss places like the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center and Agape Boarding School for Boys, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips of surveillance footage of people with mental health issues and disabled people being tortured and abused. Excuse me, if you do have young children present, please go ahead and utilize the headphones, all right? Number 2, this channel is marked not for kids for a reason. We use profanity on occasion and speak on dark subjects. If your child is 16 and younger and they are watching this, very obviously parental supervision is advised, all right? I imagine this one's going to be relatively short because I'm just going to do the comment, but we'll see, right? But no, I got to get to the vitamin shop here soon so I don't have to people for the rest of the day. A comment asserts, while recognizing that pain has a subjective element, that the shock delivered by an ESD is not capable of physical harm to the patient, such as skin burns or other damage to the body or impairment of any bodily functions. Are they, have they lost their minds? We got ER documents. Explicit detail describing second and third degree burns. We have medical records, ER documents in regards to Andre McCollins that on top of second and third degree burns, which it shows clearly in the medical photos that were taken afterwards, 2 months catatonic. 2 months catatonic. We have people who have discussed with the medical documents to back up the loss of feelings in the nerve endings in the places where those electrodes were placed on their body. And that was before they had their most newest monstrosity, the GED 4A. You have a multitude of DESI reports. You've got surveillance footage. You've got photos of the damage done to Andre McCollins, that other individual from New York that prompted the 2006 unannounced visits of the New York State Department of Education. And you're really gonna bald-faced sit there and lie, but it has never caused any physical harm. And there is no harm to bodily functions. Do you not comprehend nor understand how electricity being shot through the body works? If I was shocked by while walking, that shock would make it impossible for me to take the next step. the legs would seize up and I would drop like a sack of potatoes. It is a human shock collar. The very idea is to impair bodily functions so that they don't have the behaviors. Literally the entire point of your device, and you're going to sit there and try and tell me that it does not impair bodily functions. Being shot with electricity with a police taser has caused grown men to lose their bowels and piss their pants. These kids are getting hit at lowest 3 times what those men are. And you're going to bald-faced sit there and tell me it does not cause impairment of bodily functions. But then they'll argue, but what about long-term? Long-term damage, nothing's happened. Really? Have you conducted a follow-up with all the individuals you've tortured over the last 3 decades and get them to cough over their medical records? Because I have a feeling their medical history after leaving your hellhole was going to be interesting at the very least. This is an individual, this is an example of what it's like when dealing with someone who has drank that much of the Kool-Aid. You can slam ER documents in their face, provide them with photos. You could have actual, recognized, award-winning experts in the field come and tell you what the facts are, and it doesn't matter because these people are the true believers. And I hate to say it, folks, but what we know from history is true believers are some of the most dangerous human beings on planet Earth. Because no facts, no logic, no reasoning of any kind is going to reach them. Let's finish the comment, shall we? The comment asserts that the FDA's clearance of the GED-1 included review of data on pain perception levels submitted by the JRC. Well, that's a dishonest comment from hell. They're like, but back then the FDA agreed with us, and it's not like there hasn't been new science in regards to the matter of autistics and our threshold of pain that's come out over the last fucking 30 goddamn years since that bullshit got approved in the first place, right? You are also, calculatingly so, I might add, leaving out that the devices since the GED-1 that have been in use in that hellhole have not been approved by the FDA, not a goddamn single one of them. Okay? Not to mention to use this as an argument while ignoring the very sad fact that each new iteration of the GED device is built to cause more pain and discomfort as the previous one. Nor are they wanting you to understand that the current iteration of the GED that's being used right now is the 4A, just barely below the lethal limit. If you're going to sit there and tell me that something that is labeled just below the lethal limit couldn't possibly cause harm to anyone, I don't know, but I don't know if you're just that dumb, terminally so. You've drank the Kool-Aid. Where is your head? Because tasers that don't use near the power of the GED device that is in current use at the JRC has dropped 250-pound men to their death. But no one wants to talk about that, do they? We're going to close on that, folks. We don't get very many views on this channel. The few that we do tend to get removed from time to time. Folks, please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe. Don't forget to hit the comments. I appreciate your time. And as always, folks, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. Please pray for me, for I must people, and Caesar, we who are about to die salute you. Oh God, that was horrible. I meant to do. It all looks bad. Sorry, folks. I can't edit it out. Please forgive me and have a good one. Bye bye.